2025, we had this rumor that Jonathan wants to come out to contest, for the post of presidency so that he can do his second term because, the Buhari and the Tinubu did not allow him, run to complete his two-term tenure as the president of Nigeria. Some Nigerians are saying, no, Oga, you are better sit down and just continue this ambassador for peace they gave you and go tour the world, go and do election observer and other things. But it's looking like this man wants to contest. So yesterday there was a meeting led by the national chairman or the current national chairman, whichever we want to call it, because it doesn't look like there is a legal national chairman here in the PDP because they still have their issue in court. But whosoever is leading the National Working Committee is Barrister Turaki. And they went to Goodluck Jonathan's place at Maitama in Abuja. Let me take you through, the leading stories so that we can get to like here. The ex-president remained card-carrying member, promises commitment in the People's Democratic Party. Who is that person in the PDP today that you can beat your chest and say this person qualifies to get the presidential ticket to contest for presidency in the 2027 under the platform of the People's Democratic Party? I don't know yet too. Yes, the Tanimo Turaki led People's Democratic Party (PDP) met with the former President Goodluck Jonathan in Abuja on Tuesday amid the fostering fractional crisis in the opposition party. Turaki led members of the National Working Committee (NWC) to meeting in company with some party elders, former governors, ex-ministers, and state party chairmen. Speaking after about 1.5 hour meeting, which was held at the former President Maitama office, Turaki said the mission was to essentially to brief him on the state of the affairs in the party and preparation of the off-season governorship election coming up in Ekiti and Osun State, as well as 2027 general election. He said the leadership of the party also sought Jonathan's advice and guidance on how to pilot the affairs of the party. Turaki stated, "We came first to introduce members of the newly elected National Working Committee to him and then to tell him that we have been doing since our elections at the National Convention that was held last November in Ibadan. We have briefed him on the state of the party, the challenges, the prospect, and in this visit, we are accompanied by former governors, members of the board trustee, founding fathers and founding mothers, forum of state chairmen, and in addition to our leaders of the party that also include former minister of the Federal Republic of Nigeria." I mean, I'm going to hold it down there. But guess what? If you read further, the press wanted to ask Jonathan questions, but immediately he escorted them to their vehicle. He turned back and went straight to his office. He did not answer anybody. He just went inside. And someone was saying, oh, he does not want to talk because it's not all of those things they discussed indoor for 1 hour 30 minutes that Turaki said. There were some things he held back. But to me, it's like, oh, they want to partially, introduce Jonathan as a candidate because all the strong men you're seeing that they will probably contest for 2027 election. In APC, it is no longer a news. Tinubu will definitely get an automatic ticket. Then in ADC, they are still fighting for it. In Labour Party, they are looking for candidates. In SDP, I don't know if their name will be on ballot paper. Adebayo is still there. So let me just hear from Barrister Pink Egbert this morning. What strategy do you think PDP is trying to use? And do you think it's advisable for Jonathan to come out again?
Okay. Number one, there is a court order that was generated. I think during the time he tried to contest for presidency again, that is his second term, not his first term, because he covered for his principal, which was Yaradua, when he died, right? And he contested again. So that judgment is trying to say that is like contested, but he's claiming that the first one he covered for his principal, and there was no electoral process. It was by how will I say, by inference, whereby you know that the when there's something going on or there's death, he takes over. So, but that is not his stamp. But there is a court order on his head stating that he cannot contest again. So you understand, so that people will understand that. But he is smart. Do you know why he turned back immediately? Because the faction that came to him in INEC, once upon a time they were recognized, and at the same time there was a U-turn and said no, we don't recognize you people. So the faction that came to him was not recognized by INEC anymore. Then the other faction, they've not come to him, so he's weighing his options. But I don't think he's coming out for president, because when even APC were trying to drag him to APC, he told them he will only come to APC to contest if they give him like the soul card. He's not going to go through primaries. You understand the difference between why he does not want to involve himself and totally give support to the people that came. If you listen, if you even read through what he was saying to them, you know that he's beating around the bush and trying to be careful, giving them 100% support. So I don't know if the Wike-led side might come to him again, but INEC should be clear about this thing. They should not just cut off the party as if once part of the party is ready, INEC should give them their flowers for that.
Okay, Stanley Poika, your talk.
First things first. There's no word to say it. If not that Jonathan lost the election in 2015, he would have served a second term in office.
Yeah.
So there's no way to say that he cannot come out and contest. That's number one.
No, there's a court order actually.
Hold on. The court order wouldn't have stood if he had won the election in 2015.
True, but
So, now, secondly, how active has Dr. Goodluck Ebele Jonathan been in the PDP since he left the party? There has been turbulence here and there. They've tried to steady the ship. Some have steered the ship to one direction, while some, all in their own interest. Having said all of this, in whose interest, like you said, are these people running for this position? Whether he was smart to turn his back and return to his office or not, right now he doesn't have anything concrete to say, because there's a faction in the party. If he speaks on behalf of one faction, then it means he's taking sides.
yeah.
For a case that's still in court, that ordinarily should not be in court, as a result of personal grievances, is lingering, and it's taking too long for it to be resolved. However, if Goodluck Jonathan decides to run for presidency, the love he has from the people will still prevail. But you see, he has gained love. Rather, he gained love when he said, "Went alone," still rings in the head of an average Nigerian. Now, if he decides to come out of pity, now pity in the sense that he made that statement and he went into his coven, just like a snail that comes out, sees things and goes back into his shell. If he decides to come out, yes, would he pull that same firepower he pulled? Okay. So I am very a wild card anymore. It looks like the only standing candidate apart from Wike. And Wike right now would not accept a presidential ticket from the PDP because there is still a faction. So until both parties unite. Now, if Wike decides to say, "I want to contest," which he will not, he won't, because he all his loyalty to the president at the moment. So whatever they want to do right now, I am sorry to say this, it looks like PDP has died a natural death until after 2027. Because as it stands right now, every modalities, every strategy to neutralize and just to destabilize the party is what the ruling party is deploying. You understand? So I don't know how Jonathan wants to do it. I don't know what Turaki the strategy he wants to deploy, whatever he has in his arsenal to execute. But right now, as long as there is a division in the party, there is no peace or there's no accord that would allow them function optimally. It's just like they are playing to the gallery. And I'm sure Jonathan, in his own wildest dream, would not delve into a crack wall and say, I want to pass. He would build his body. And I think he needs to be strategic and look inward before he takes any decision.
So as an elderly statesman, don't you think he was supposed to tell them, go and solve the problem with the other?
Perhaps those are some of the things they discussed and he didn't want to let it out.
Reconciliation.
It's Turaki that will tell us what they discussed. Because if he starts talking, definitely someone like Wiki will come for him. You get? Tell me who Wiki has not come against. So it's better he stay calm and allow Turaki, even if the other faction comes to him, the Anyanwu or whatever, even if Anyanwu comes to him today, Jonathan would not speak. So it's in his best interest that he stays in his shell until all of this infraction is resolved.
Okay, sorry, can I read something?
Please do.
So in October, a legal petitioner named John Mary Jido election.
Hey, that person is a reason.
Yeah, that's why I said there's a court order.
You don't get it. I can say I don't want Barrister Pink to come on this program. And I approach the chairman. The chairman will ask me why. You will come defend yourself. And at that point, Bob Babri will start, you will not be on air, I will not be on air.
Yeah.
You understand? It's not that there's a constitution that says,
It's 2 times, but the truth is that if Jonathan is interested,
he was not elected in
the first
that's
time.
what I'm saying.
So no, hold on. If Jonathan is interested in it, he will contest this. But from the way he's saying, he's this kind of person that is peaceful.
He does not even know this. I don't know. Doesn't even know this barrister is.
That's the point. See, what's the reality that's on ground? If Jonathan had won in 2015, all of this whole narrative, somebody sponsoring this thing, we must understand that.
Yeah, very true.
Somebody sponsoring this thing. It's not written in the constitution. Jonathan served 2 terms as an acting president.
Yeah.
Now, as a president, he spent 1 term.
Yeah.
He contested in 2015. If he had won in 2015, this person that's writing all of this would he or she write?
Their fear is that it will give way, as in a precedence for a third
There's
term.
nothing like presidency.
So that's what they're.
There's nothing like precedent. The only difference will be he did 10 years. Abi, unlike the usual 8 years. And the 2 years we ran.
The longest serving president.
That's what they are avoiding. That's what they are avoiding. And see, take it or leave it. The constitution says 2 terms. 4 years, right?
Yeah.
No doubt about that. But this man acted in capacity for just 2 years. He wasn't elected. Yaradua died, and definitely didn't conduct a by-election. So people will leave all those stories about.
Okay.
Well, PDP questions INEC independence, says commission blocked party from submitting Ekiti governorship candidates. National fractional chairman of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, Kabiru Tanimu Turaki, on Tuesday questions the independence of the current leadership of Independent National Electoral Commission INEC, while accusing the commission of blocking it from submitting the name of its governorship candidate for the forthcoming Ekiti poll. Turaki insisted INEC has duly recognized his leadership of the party, saying attendance of the party primaries to nominate candidates for the Ekiti and Osun governorship election was attestation of the commission's recognition. He spoke after the closed-door meeting between members and National Working Committee and some elders of the embattled party with former President Goodluck Jonathan in his residence Abuja. Turaki, however, said leadership was ready to welcome back all members who genuinely love and are ready to be loyal member of the party. Are there people who genuinely love a party and willingly they will come back now without having the mindset that they want to benefit something?
Well, everybody in life, including you and I, want to benefit something in life. You take up a particular position, whether by hook or by crook, there's something you want to benefit. So we are seeing it from the angle of politicians because they have not relatively serve the interest of the people. That's why we always come at them. But if we must tell ourselves the truth, we all have a price. Take it or leave it.
They are having issue in Osun State about submitting name of governorship candidate because
there is a faction in the PDP. Now, if INEC recognizes one faction, why would you come out and say you're not recognizing that same faction again? I think there should be a level playing ground. I thought about this while I was coming to the office this morning, and I said, if we must tell ourselves the truth, all of this should have been resolved long before now. If you recognize Turaki, fine. If you recognize Ayam, fine. You understand? There was let me use the word parallel convention in Ibadan. That what's it called now? Wike, who seemed like the godfather of the PDP because he feels that he controls the whole thing. Yes, I have said it time and over again. The world understands what Wike's agitation were before now, but it's looking like it's taking it beyond what it is. Now, one of the reasons why he said he was going to ensure that he gave his support to President Tinubu was because he questioned why Ayu would be the national president and Atiku Abubakar would be the flag bearer or the candidate, the flag bearer of the party.
Yeah.
Now, the world understood all of this. We all knew what he was fighting for, but it's looking like he's becoming dirtier. Dirtier in the sense that you are now a minister, allow the party to resolve its crisis. You want to cripple the party. Which party will now accept Wike if he decides now to run for any position after 2027? That is, if President Bola Ahmed Tinubu still retains him as the minister of the FCT. If he decides to contest now, what would Wike do now to reconvey and assemble the aggrieved parties back? Now he does not have that financial power anymore like he was when he was governor of Rivers State. Yes, he has his personal money, no doubt about that. Yeah. You get? But when he was governor of Rivers State, he had everything working for him. He had all, what's it called now? This morning now, the allocation he gets from the federation. He has IGR in Rivers State. But now those things are not there anymore. So he needs to understand that if you break a block and you think you want to come and amend that block would not stand the way it was it used to be. So some of these things, I think he needs to sit down. He needs to sit and re-strategize very. Yes, I've always used the word strategy because everything you do in life has to do with strategy. If you don't plan well, then you hit the rock. And once you hit the rock, you need to come back again. Now, this is a party that is divided. Ayahu is for Wike. Turaki is standing alone because he feels that, okay, let's just keep doing this thing. Bala Mohammed is somewhere in Bauchi. Nobody is looking at where Bala Mohammed wants to pitch his stand right now. For some time now, he has been silent. That's because there's infighting, there's a division. And once there's discord, there's no how you want to forge a way forward.
But Bala Mohammed were the people or the set of people that produced Turaki.
That's what I'm saying. But he has been silent lately.
He needs to be silent.
But honestly, do you know, if you check it, it looks like Wike is still very much powerful when it comes to the People's Democratic Party.
He will still be powerful. Sorry, Barrister. He will still be powerful because it looks like he's the only one that is standing with one leg. Wike doesn't have his two legs on the ground in the PDP. He's standing with one leg because if he was truly, or if he's still truly a strong member of the PDP, take it or leave it, he would have just worked for the president, and not accept that ministerial position. He would have just worked for the president. Mr. President, I have delivered for you. Leave me out of the ministerial appointment. Just like what's it called now? They appoint somebody. See, there's something they call you being a leader. There's something they call you lead by example.
Sometimes if you are not there, they fish up your eye.
Exactly. So that's what I'm trying to say.
Appointments.
It's what he using grabbing.
That was what
almost
happened to the current president. That was almost happened to the current president because some of the people he suggested, he recommended. I beg your pardon. He recommended to take up some positions. Later betrayed him.
And he was sidelined.
And there was always a plan B for him. There will always be. See, if you are smart, you are smart. If you are strategic, you are strategic. Now, there's a difference between you being brilliant, intelligent, smart, and strategic. But if you have all of these four, then there's no way you would not fight your way through. The president, I am sure, knew that, of course, just like we have the 12 disciples, Judas betrayed Jesus Christ. What's the name now? There were some people that still didn't believe in Jesus. In some of the things. How come all of a sudden some of the people he recommended, someone like Alegbesola betrayed him?
No, a lot of people, even
So-
Ochibado contested
Now,
against
if he
him.
wasn't strategic enough, if he wasn't smart enough to see outside beyond the current circle, Mr. President, I'm sure, would not have won the election.
Stanley Poikao, please hold your
You to pause.
hold your peace there
to pause
for
there.
now. But I think you were going to say something.
Yeah, I want to say something about these fractions they have in PDP. If you really have interest in PDP, there's nothing there if you step down for another part. Okay, since you people want PDP to be this and that. I am sure, I would not lie to you, what Makinde said, there's an atom of truth.
What did he say?
He said Wike is trying to deliver PDP, you don't understand, to the president, so that everybody will succumb to the leadership of the Tinubu leadership. But the truth about this whole thing is that even if allow the party to be recognized by INEC, at least let there be a guideline, because people are leaving. It's not because they are leaving because they don't love the party anymore. It's because they don't want to be in that mess, and their own seats will be at risk. Look at the people that they are trying to push in Ekiti. To me, they don't have. They will finish the election, nothing will come out from it.
I'm not even seeing APC losing the Ekiti election.
That's what I'm saying. No, I'm
Because
not trying to say
far from it.
presenting
Tell us
a candidate under the platform of the PDP in Ekiti is like you are taking a risk and wasting your money at this time because they've not recognized anybody.
Even
So-
if they have
So
recognized
for peace to reign, I would not like to, if I'm the one, for peace to reign. Okay, Wike, you should take up the mantle, but this is what we want.
It's Wike.
Do you know that?
Okay, go ahead.
Sorry,
Go ahead.
but do you know that for every fight, Wike always have his justification? I'm not a fan, but sometimes it's good to be sincere. Like we say, let's not be biased. When we need to talk, we should talk. Do you know Wike accepted that he was defeated by Atiku in the primary election? He agreed.
Yes.
Oh, I came second. Fine.
Yeah.
We will work together. But you cannot have a candidate from the north and have the national chairman too from the north. Let the national chairman come from the south while the candidate come from the north. Who will support together?
Yeah.
Atiku refuses. And some other people like Tamboa and some crew, accepted that no, let's not, no, he must come. Then I've forgotten the name of this man from Benue. He was their national chairman.
Autumn.
No, not
Ayu.
Autumn. Ayu.
Okay.
No, is it Ayu?
Ayu.
Is it
It's
Ayu?
not Ayu.
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 Yeah,
Okay, yes, Ayu.
Wike
Pius was coming to my head.
suggested Uche Secondos.
Okay,
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
Now, Atiku, because he feels that, and funny enough, I don't know where to categorize Benue, because Benue is not literally the north, and that's why Atiku feels.
Benue is a north central. So there's
Middle belt,
nothing
abi?
what you won't do.
See, what I'm saying is this: Atiku feels that since Benue is not
He's
not
feeling
east,
like that in his mind.
That's what I'm saying,
On paper,
and that's what
Benue
Wike
is
kicked
north.
against.
It's not.
And that's what Wike kicked against. See,
Yeah.
like I said, I have issues with Wike about his utterances and the way he puts words.
Yeah.
But you see the genesis of all this whole matter that metamorphosed to what it is now. He had a strong point, but he lost it in the process.
Yeah.
Now he lost it in the process, and it has crippled the PDP. Before, I doubt if ADC would accept Wike later in future. Right now, sorry, later in future. But right now, Wike has used his hand to damage the PDP.
And even his guy, political
I
guy.
take an exception to that.
Now,
I don't think Wike was the person that damaged PDP. See, the person who damaged PDP in my own plan is Atiku Abubakar.
hold on, they
And now he
both.
has left.
Yes.
They
but
both.
Who?
They both. Now, you're saying Atiku because of his own personal gains,
Yeah.
right? Wike damaged the party, and he has see. Let's tell ourselves the truth. Atiku's
Tell
interest.
your own truth. I'll tell my
See,
own truth.
Atiku's interest was, I want to be president. I want to do everything to be president. And Wike says, if that is the case, like you must say, Tiwaju Obaselo, you should that's exactly what Wike does. Let's even just scatter everything. Oh, Atiku Shebi, you want to become president. You want to make Ayu national president, and you don't want to align with what the party constitution says, right? Which says the national president must come from a region, so the national chairman must come from a region, while the presidential candidate must come from a different region. which is quite understandable. Since you don't want it that way, let's even scatter the party.
It's their own constitution, not Nigerian constitution.
I said party.
Exactly.
I said party constitution.
Yes. Now let me say something. Stanley Poikao. Let's not say this guy said, since you no gree, I no gree. Make we scatter everything.
That is selfish.
See, there is no smoke without a fire, right? And you see that fire too. Somebody gathered the firewood. Nothing just happened, bam, like a magic, right? Overnight. Now, let's be sincere with ourselves. It was not even the time of the Northerners to contest in the last election.
I'm telling you,
Exactly.
see, if you understand what I said, I said from the beginning,
yes,
he had a very strong point.
That is where the IU man as a chairman was still there even while the convention was going on, because it was the right person to be there. A Northerner should be the national chairman at that time. And Atiku, the like of Atiku, Kwankwaso, all of them, Tambowa that contested, it was out of greed, selfish interest. I must get there by force. Age is not on my side. Now look at it. They are not still there. And the age is not still there, and they left it behind.
By 2027, Atiku will be 79.
If you Atiku like, should be 100. You see, I am telling you, the only person
leave age for
in the history of PDP up to date, there is only one man who has never defected. That's Wike.
Yeah.
Even when he's working with the APC,
Jonathan
he will tell you he's not.
Jonathan has also never defected.
Jonathan.
You don't know.
Jonathan at a point last election, they bought him APC ticket. They made it crack. They said, "Oh, he bought APC ticket, 100 million naira."
He gave them.
He did defect to the APC.
He did not defect. They came to him. There was a
The same
proposal,
way we get-
and he told them he wants to be the sole candidate.
No.
That's the only reason why he will.
That's for Jonathan.
Yeah.
He has become a president. He has done his term. He has gone. Let's talk about people who has not.
But you said there's still a card carrying member that has never defected. That's the word you used, and that's why I brought in Jonathan into the picture.
Well, that's fine. If Jonathan has never defected, I don't know. But one way or the other,
because
I'm not bringing Jonathan to this picture.
Okay, go ahead.
Right?
Yeah.
One of the founding father of the People's Democratic Party was Atiku.
Definitely.
Atiku has been there even when PDP was more like a pressure group before it was converted to a political party. And all of a sudden, you left, you came, you left, you came, you left. Sometimes you cannot even win when you cannot stand challenge, because challenges are product of testimony. Running from fight, you will never win because you are running from it. And that's why I'm angry at Peter Obi. Prove that you are a true leader. Solve the problem in the Labour Party. Stand here. They will know that, okay, even when it was raining and when there was storm, you were there. But he left to go and see the enemies that you know these guys, they are working with guns and sword. Their swords, almost the two sides are very sharp. Then you continue to go. Atiku came out yesterday now to say, I am not backing down for anybody.
Yeah.
And me, I knew that they planned ADC for Atiku because PDP already collapsed. Wike will never step down for. Wike, like you said, Wike is one leg standing. He tried all his best to make sure that, oh no, let's solve this problem. But they insisted. They were ready. Before you said, Wike said, let's damage everything. Somebody was at a corner that was ready to damage everything already. And that was Atiku. And the likes of some Northerners that followed him. Even some people in the southern part of this country. Remember, somebody like Ayodele Fayose said, if PDP produce anybody from the south, I don't care where that person comes from, we are supporting the southerner.
Yeah.
But if you bring anybody from
sure he
the
said
north,
that just on the surface.
no, he didn't.
I'll tell you why.
Oh, let me learn.
Fayose is a loyalist to Asiwaju.
I know.
So how do you expect him to speak from both sides of the mouth?
No, I knew when he prostrated. See, these guys are politicians.
So
they can tell you there's
them.
If politicians tell you the day don't break, first open your window, check. Otherwise, if you enter fire, right? That's Nigerian politician for you. All of us know. And now I'm not talking that there's difference between when you say Nigerian government and when you say Nigerian politician.
Sure.
Now it is we are talking about politician, right? And none of them. There are a lot of companies. The other time, Malami said there are some companies that are sponsoring insurgency in this country. And I'm sure if you go to the root of those companies, the founders, the owner, a lot of them are politicians.
Definitely.
So many companies in Nigeria that they will come and tell us, oh, this company belongs to Stanley Poikao. Another person will say, the real owner of the company is Nigeria where we are. All of them, most of them are criminal. Let me not generalize it. Yes, most of them. Because tell me why Dele Alake will come outside to tell us there are strong men in charge of illegal mining in Nigeria,
Said,
and you cannot mention their name.
You said, hey, in this country, if you think most of them are not criminals, was Joshua Jari not sentenced to prison?
No, why I said hey, the
Okay.
exclamation is that because it's a word that you're saying in public. You understand? So we need to be cautious.
No, so we
that's
do
why
not
I-
generalize it.
I
So the
said
people,
most,
the
say
people,
most.
most
people that have been sentenced.
most can be
Hold on,
99.9%.
All Jews locally was
Most of
sentenced.
them are assumptions, and most of them are actually criminals that have arranged their record.
So
They know accusing.
I know, I mention anybody name, I say most, and it's true.
No, that he
Yes,
wants
yes,
It's the
to
yes.
truth.
understand why he said hey.
You know, I get no, it's a normal thing, just like
that's why I
expression.
said you should take a pause, because I knew why she said hey. Don't come from the law angle, because the law has sentenced Joshua Dariye. The law have not captured what's his name now, former governor of Yahya Bello, who is currently planning to run for Kogi senatorial.
So those are exemptions, right?
No. See, whether I would like it or not, for every 10 of Nigerian politicians, if we investigate well,
8.5.
hold on, don't give me 9.5.
Who is
Yeah,
that? There's no dwarf there.
See, if we investigate very well, and if the EFCC and ICPC are allowed to do their job, by stopping 99.9% of them will be found as criminals.
True.
Because they embezzle money.
That's a criminal offense.
So what are we talking about? How do you define it?
That money you're embezzling
the truth
was
about
meant
this
for
whole
some
thing.
people to survive in
I
this
don't get
So
it.
some of these people are very good in stealing with pen. And by the time you try to,
that's what they are
very
what
good
they do.
stealing.
Whether you
with
carry
pen.
gun go steal, or you steal with
They
pen.
say who steal one stick of matches
You know
and
the
who steal
the
1
difference
million
between
naira. That's nothing.
the difference between the gun, that is the arm, and the pen is that the gun only
Can take life.
It can take life.
pen
cannot take life.
No,
That pen has taken more lives than gun has taken in
hold on.
Nigeria.
The pen can still reduce
Amend.
one's remove 1 0 and even add gain. As he said, they put gain for you. So that's the truth about
But the
this
gun
whole
is
thing.
like forceful collection.
Yeah, so you have to be very
I
careful
get.
because these same people, it will be like magic for
If you analyze that thing with pen, I will analyze it with one with gun. Leave that thing you're talking about, abeg.
See,
That's what you're talking
because
about.
with that pen, sometimes you think they are doing you a favor. Now, I always say, if you want to steal Nigerian funds, you must do a project.
Of course, carry out a project.
So when I see politicians saying we are about to do something, Kinikon Expressway, and so in my mind, another person is about to get rich in billion naira.
Yeah, this comes to the question, like the person that is scraping that Agidingbi towards that Omole phase 1, what's the big idea? Because to me the road was okay before, and now the road is even more damaged after you claim to.
Where government is working, allow them finish the work.
Which
Let's
work?
see, maybe,
That work?
See, the lifespan of a road, you can't tell. They that constructed the road, they know how many years it will last for them to come and see.
That road has been there since 2008.
well,
I've seen that road.
Thank God you said 2008. 2008 till now.
There's nothing wrong with that road.
You know, if you go through Remo Shagam, there was one road Awolowo did, one narrow road like this. My brother, if you go through that road 100 times, if they tell you come and touch this road, I'm sure you would yell at the person, because that road has stood the test of time. You see, the road our government now construct for us are roads that can't last 20 years. They are roads that can't last 20 years.
Are the government smart with
No.
giving contractors this kind of contract? Are they not supposed to
no,
have?
No.
Give
It's what
us
you
guarantee-
want that you
guarantee.
tell the contractor. It is, if you want a
Wait,
standard job,
it is what the government wants, and what the people need.
that's what I'm saying. Two different things now.
So both parties,
The contractor,
the
sorry, hold
person
on.
who gave the contract that time and the
I
contractor,
need a pen.
both should be sentenced to jail.
You can't sentence the contractor because
Why?
Yes,
If you are giving you a road and the road is supposed to last for 50 years, then after 20 years, we start seeing some unnecessary damage.
Okay, that's a
Like the
different- that's a
contractor
different
is
case.
liable because he used substandard product.
That's substandard product. Now you see, every material I am sure that should be used in any construction should be top quality. You don't know some of these things, but engineers. That's why we keep talking about putting square pegs in square holes. Engineer Dewumayi is a certified engineer, a fellow You understand? A fellow in the Nigerian what's it called now? Engineering space. So if someone like that speaks, yes, it would have, of course, definitely it can't be 100% open. It can't be 100%, but professionally, he knows that this thing would last XYZ amount number of years. This thing would not stand the test of time. So, in his own interest now, he wouldn't want his name to be soiled. Why? They will say, Shibida was an engineer. We gave him the job. He didn't deliver. But in a case where we don't put square pegs in square hole, your interest will come first. Oh, I know, okay, as an engineer, I want to deliver this project, right? It's one thing for me to say, Mr. President, this XYZ amount would execute this project. But I have included XYZ figure. That's a different ballgame. But you are bringing the money back. Contractors. My name right now as an engineer is in this. I don't want you to mess me up in the face of the public. So you know two different things. But in the case where you don't have a professional, Baba, anything goes.
So in the ministry, they are not professionals. The permanent secretaries, the engineers that are there are 3 floors there.
Yeah.
The upper floors are the government body. The second one are the professional body. The third one are the office assistants.
Now hold on. The first one you just mentioned, government body. Do you think they would allow the middle one that are professionals work? 100%.
That's where corruption comes in, because
that's my
they
point.
were brought into the ministry to facilitate that work. You don't need to bring external bodies.
Let's not go too far, Barrister Payne. Yeah. Have you ever seen somebody who studied sciences to become the Attorney General of the Federation? Have you ever? I'm coming.
What does the know about
wait, see, I'm coming. No. You have to be in short, you have to be
what
a
did
fan.
He even study?
Who?
Is it not broadcasting now?
Is broadcasting and communication. No, I'm going somewhere.
I understand.
I'm just telling you that there are some specific place or places. Have you ever seen somebody who studied law becoming Minister of Health? It can never happen. Now, why I'm saying it is, what has those particular ministry given to Nigeria since when they have been putting round O in round, round peg in round O? Nothing.
And they've not demonstrated to say we want this.
I'm just trying to tell you that the fact that David Umahi is a certified engineer does not still mean that there will be satisfaction after he is done in his own.
That's what I just said. See, perhaps I need to rephrase this. He is an engineer. If he wants his own personal interest, like I said, he would give a budget.
Yeah.
Right? He would inflate the budget.
Pad.
Okay. He will pad the budget. Then Mr. President approves. They take it to the Senate. Right? Then Mr. President approves, right? Now after approval, because he's an engineer, he has taken his own part. Now he comes to the table. See, contractors, I am also an engineer. Because he cannot oversee all of this project. And I repeat, David Umahi cannot oversee all of this project. Hence, some areas there will be loopholes. He cannot start testing all of this. Now, in the process, now if for example now we have 3 cups here. Now you test this cup is good, you test that one is good, you test that one is good. You assume all should be good. But after testing all of this and I am still not satisfied, I want to test 50%. My brother, you get to a stage you tire. You get tired. Now, if you test and test, you assume that the rest should be good. Now, what if the first 50 that they presented to you are the ones that are just good and the rest are substandard?
That's why you should not test subsequently. That is why you should test
at
randomly.
Take
it from number 1. Go and test number 842. Leave 842, come back to 71.
Exactly, they'll sit up.
The fact that they know that that's your system of
random
testing, anything can actually happen. And that's why even as a minister, you still have people that works with you. You have some people, that's why you have a ministry. You have people who deliver, and you have people who are still coming back to give. What's this? There's always an appraiser for work. People will always come and say, for every ministry in Abuja, there's a commission in other states that are delivering for you and all. You had these people, they know what they are doing, oh Stanley. They can actually test everything. One, he's not the one using his salary to pay for the people that will come and test. It is the taxpayers' money. So sometimes, look at what Aregbe did in Osun State for about 6-7 years. This man did not even for about, I think, is it 4 years? There was a very long time he never had commissioner. He was the one running everything.
His first time.
Then he never had local government chairman. He appointed what's it called? He was appointing them. There was never election. He's not the only person. Even Peter Obi did not have. He was appointing local government chairman so that they can actually. Sometimes when people do that, you feel like they are technocrats. Well, they believe that if they bring elected body, they can start to. The constitution said I must do this. But if you're appointing them, they listen to what you said. But still, they still did not work. It still did not work out. So I'm just saying, if you want to test, we test. What if Nigeria is a private body? David Umahi is the owner. Do you think we not have quality things? We would. Go and check all of their companies. David, I'm sure all of them have companies. Go and see go and see how they are performing well. Look at some of the construction companies that you have in Nigeria. There are some that we know that they are owned by some Nigerians, but because they want to get a contract, they bring a white man. I said just a few days ago, National Association of Nigerian Welders reached out to me to say they are feeling like they are not Nigerians. Welders that iron people.
No, they're not iron people.
I just wanted that to understand.
Blacksmiths, right?
Iron people. How would
metal people.
Iron benders.
Iron people.
People they deal with iron anyway. Mash iron together. Don't mind it. And these guys reach out to say when they are giving contracts, sometimes they bring, especially the Chinese, they bring them down. What the Chinese are doing, eventually they will use them
at the end
to do it. But they pay these Chinese guys very well. But if they are getting that same contract by themselves, they pay them peanuts. That they are tired. Why is Nigeria like this? Why are they are supposed to be the first beneficiary of their own country? How come you are bringing an external body to come and work for you? Meanwhile, they will end up being the laborers of these people you are paying millions of dollars. You understand? So they have been underpaid. They reached out. That's the Nigeria. So I'm just trying to say, if it's your personal company, there's a way you handle it. But the moment, remember this, you understand this thing, Stanley. Ogata. Barrister Pin, let me tell you, me say, if you work for government, una sell, una no sell, more salary go come. If you are not careful, some kind of allowances go join her. And then the country is damaging.
Deeply.
You understand? All of a sudden, now want to say sometimes I don't even want us to just, if they gave you that appointment and you figured out. Remember, in this country, they gave one person Minister of Interior. He came outside to say he does not know anything about Minister of Interior. Do you know that eventually spent 4 years being a Minister of Interior?
Upon that he used his mouth.
Upon that he used his mouth.
Let's move on.
We'll go on a short break. Because we cannot move on like that.
No, baby, go shake the table and dance it.
We'll go on a short break. We'll go on a short break. When we come back, we'll continue the Bomber Breakfast show. It's a beautiful Wednesday morning. Stay tuned.
The Lagos State Internal Revenue Service, LIRS, reminds all businesses in Lagos State that the 2026 annual tax filing window is now open. All business entities are required to pay all taxes due and file returns on all pay-as-you-earn, payee, and withholding taxes deducted from payments made during the 2025 tax year on or before 31st January 2026 using the LIRS e-tax platform. To file, visit www.etax.lirs.net. Log in with your company taxpayer ID and password. Complete your payee returns and other required information, then submit. Failure to file annual tax returns within the prescribed timeline violates the provisions of the Nigeria Tax Administration Act 2025 and attracts statutory penalties. This message is from the Lagos State Internal Revenue Service, LIRS.
you must always check time. It's very significant. Well, Stanley ran away because, we mentioned the former minister that said he does not understand his portfolio, and eventually he still spent 4 years with the same portfolio. A lot of damages happened. Thank God for the current one who has, really tried to fix it back. And that is what we say government is a continuous thing. I mean, when somebody stops at somewhere, the next person should carry it. Be focused on you want to do better than what you met on ground. But no, Nigerian politician wants to steal better than who was there initially. So that by the time they come out, Jonathan said something. He said the fear of our politicians will cope after office is the number one reason why they love to steal. And so it is quite understandable that sometimes the people, let me just even table this on this table. The people seems to be one of the reasons why these politicians are stealing. Election is coming, and you will start seeing different associations of pepper seller with different locations. Association of pepper seller Ogudu, association of pepper seller Alakpere. Ogudu and Alakpere are very close. Then K2 own will come. We visit a gubernatorial candidate or a senatorial candidate, House of Rep candidate, and start saying we are supporting you. As you come, collect 1 million, collect 1 million. And when this man gets to the office, you expect him to be honest with you guys and not. Some of them are taking loans. I'm very close to a senior banker in EcoBank and says, do you know how many politicians that comes to collect loan during election, especially when it's so certain that you will win the election? There are some election that this your person no be, like in Lagos now, you are in APC and somebody in, let's say, PDP or ADC is contesting against you. For sure there is much possibility that you will win the election, so it's easy for you to get loans. When this guy gets the loans, they want to pay back, and that's when they will be doing projects. They will allocate projects they will not finish. Some don't even know there is it constituency projects funds they collect in the National Assembly, and a lot of them don't do it. So I want to ask, I feel like the people now need to ignore that, because if you don't collect from them, then you would have the full confidence to say, what are you doing with our money? But the people that are close or closer to these politicians that can actually fight them are the ones collecting more money from them.
Rio, see, they are so impoverished, the people. They have weaponized poverty that every penny, if you can't look away, some others can't. If you can brook their nonsense and say, I am not interested, and you want to stand your ground, you want transparency, you want accountability. Not all, and not everybody, has that zeal, that courage to say, I don't want it. You know why? There are people who live on a daily bread, not weekly bread, not monthly. Now, when we talk about daily bread now, this is what I mean. People earn their living from what they make from their various places of businesses. Now, what do you tell such a person that knows that, I've gone to the market today, there is no sale, and there's an opportunity? Now, we have always, over time, sensitized and created awareness for these people to understand that, yes, it shouldn't be business as usual. But the more we do our part, play our part to ensure that sanity, permit me to use that word now, sanity is installed in the minds of the average Nigerian. I keep using the pepper seller, the tomato seller, the fish and meat seller in the market as an example. They don't care. How many of them watches TV? All they just need is, come tell me what I need to know, not what I should hear. Make me believe that, okay, my next meal will not be dependent on what I make today. Let me be sure that there's a future for me and my children. They make money to send their wives and children through school. And you think, when they have an opportunity and they know, mommy wants school, my son will soon graduate, and I know one godfather somewhere, I know one, the chairman of my association is close to the local government chairman, and once my child graduates, that is the mentality. because we live in a country where the son of nobody can become somebody with knowing somebody. But ordinarily, the son of nobody should become somebody without knowing anybody. It all boils down to your intellectual capability and what you can offer. But in this country, no, it has not always been like that. So how do we change all of this narrative? Until they stop weaponizing poverty, until they stop ensuring that Nigerians will still come cap in hand begging, oh, now our papa be this, so we know that are all those things needed. This man now our father, we don't get that. Are all those things needed?
Oh, your mandate,
we shall stand. Does that sound logical? It's just like, sorry, Pastor Pink, it's just like Trump coming into the Senate now, and the Senate stands.
They do this thing too in Senate. That's one. I thought you were talking about the people.
No,
America too, they do their
yeah,
own.
they do support. They have people that will support.
Trump will come into the Senate now, where topical matters will be discussed, and they start singing on your man, the Trump shall stand.
The top party, Trump party, can actually cause whatever thing they want to cause.
But
not the way we do our own, bros.
Our own, we have majority.
No, another thing, the
another
thing, the level of respect before politics, the level of respect we have for people is extreme compared to the way the Western world have respect for you, for people. Yeah. So they will stand behind you. We are because when I even listen to this New Zealand, those people that do like all these Red Indians, I was shocked when somebody actually proposed a bill and you see some people dancing that their dance behind the person. So it happens. It's the level of respect they have for you. But aside that, the Nigerian will believe in national cake. This word, I've been hearing this thing since I was born. Grab your own national cake.
And now you are getting old.
I don't like the word old. So
no, don't get old now. You don't like the word old.
No, let there be a pause.
I don't understand. I don't understand.
I don't want
Tell
to
the word now. You say?
I don't want to be old and weak.
Your man no grow. Your man no grow. Talk again now. I don't want to be old.
No, but the truth is that.
Remember Mama Yogi now.
Yeah, I want to be old. Mama Yogi.
Move on.
No, but the truth about this thing is that the sense of national cake started coming up when you pay a lot of things like tax, tenement rates and all that. Nothing is being done, right? And somebody, one place or the other, will just say, let us go and pay this politician a courtesy visit. And they had that courtesy visit.
Who come with something?
Like millions of naira. Won't you assemble yourself with other friends? You want to do the same because you just believe that since I cannot penetrate these people after they enter power, let's do it now and cut our own national cake. But the truth about all this thing is that we should learn to respect other people's space, because I'm sure that some of the people there are not also from same party, right? Sure. So when you're in your party, you sing your song, but when you're outside, you have to limit. You can stand behind the person to show support that I'm with this person. But singing your national anthem, to me, I would not say trespass to the ear, but to me, I believe it's disrespectful to other people too.
Well, whichever way is Nigeria, and it's not just Nigeria alone. This thing happened in Ghana, happened in South Africa. South Africa seems to be even worse.
Yeah.
If you have seen them during their panel session, where they go as far as mentioning Nigerian jollof.
Yeah. The one that they suspended from US, entering US. He talked how he drank pepper soup.
That is always on red.
And Gorimapa or something.
Yeah.
He said he drank. Is that his name?
Mulumba. That's always
he's an activist.
like this.
He said they banned him from US. That he's not enjoying anything there. But when he came to Nigeria, he drank pepper soup that the pepper enters.
Because sometimes I tell people, you're only seeing what is going on in Nigeria because you are restricted in your head to knowing only what is going on in Nigeria. If you can go outside Nigeria and read about other countries, sometimes you'll be glad that you're a Nigerian, and I'm not even capping now. The Venezuela that we are talking about, as much as they have oil and one of the largest in the world, they are experiencing crazy inflation as we speak.
Did you see what Trump said about Venezuela?
Yeah, of course, yes.
That they'll start turning in 50 million barrels.
That's because
into the US.
Because the leadership of Venezuela have refused to grow. Why? Because of corruption and greed. And that is what happens when you have greedy leaders. Eventually, something like this will happen. Some people started saying, God, we see wetin you do for Venezuela, no forget Nigeria. I don't know what is on their mind for saying it.
Sometimes there are things you shouldn't wish for.
No, because you don't know the aftermath. You don't know
Lord
the implication. Some people don't understand what they say sovereignty states. They don't understand it at all. You will still be living very fine, but there are just some things.
You will be living fine, but not very fine.
I'm trying to say LD. Okay. Like you will sleep, you will wake up.
But not too much.
And you will be surprised.
You will be restricted so many.
No, times. I think it's the Jackpot syndrome. They thought that by having the United States influence, it will make you travel anytime you want to go to their country. No, the truth about this whole thing
that's when it will even make they will even restrict you more because they now know you more.
Yeah, they will pack you and put in one corner and say don't even go to Lagos Island.
That time you know that as a Lagosian you can't go to
Lagos. That's what I'm saying.
So let's just be careful whatever thing we wish for and be prayerful. Well, let's move on. I just have to digress a little bit on that just to make it more fun on the show. But I mean, something is happening. Plot to destabilize ADC will fail. That is coming from the person who is ready to claim ADC very soon, because they are always claiming. I'm sorry, I'm not anti-Atiku, but I am angry personally because I feel like it is not everybody that is destined to be a president. Sometimes be a kingmaker. For 20 years, current president was a kingmaker, and when he said the Milokon, a lot of people was going to go crazy. Why? Because they are opposition, so it's a normal thing, or people who don't like him. But you cannot build a place for 20 years and it's time for you to live in it, and somebody is saying you cannot live in it. No, that's a wrong move anyways, but it's my own personal decisions. And Atiku right now is saying some people are planning to destabilize ADC, but this plan will fail. So let's read out a little bit. APC won't choose for our party. As much as I feel like as a Nigerian, most of the time we always want to look for who to blame for our mistakes or error. Now these ones have not made mistake, but they are already blaming somebody for their mistake, and that is how they will continue to have loopholes and where the APC would want to use. But let's go on. The former Vice President Alhaji Atiku Abubakar said on Tuesday that plot by All Progressive Congress to destabilize African Democratic Congress ADC towards 2027 general election will fail, as he said the APC would not be allowed to decide for ADC its choice of presidential. I want to pause first. No, now Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, you don't pay for this game. No be today. I had to use peace question. Because the honest truth is, how can you just sit down and think that your party, somebody is coming to decide who will be your presidential candidate? You are not even supposed to say it out. So this thing already is obvious that you are scared of that APC. And the moment your opponent knows that you are scared of him or her, I think that is the number one side of your failure, because they will start using it against you. Now let me tell you, Sir Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, any other political party aside from your party is looking for the downfall of your party, because the downfall of your party will accelerate their own progress. So if you see that any corner, yes, APC wants your party to break, PDP want to destabilize your party, Labour Party wants you, yes, and even your party too want APC to vanish.
Exactly.
And because that is why you people have gathered yourself to say let's contest against them. So anything that will destabilize the APC is what you are after. So don't come on social media and start telling Nigerians, oh, they are turning Nigeria to a one-party system. People are living willingly because they believe the current party they were or they are will not give them the results they are looking for. Most of Nigerian politicians are greedy people, and that is why it's difficult for Atiku to even stay in one party, manage the crisis there, survive the crisis there, and take your time, like we were saying about Wike and Atiku the other time. If Atiku had calm enough, or if he was calm enough to say it's not the time for the northerner, I am going to step down, let's support either Wike or Peter Obi at that time. After all, Atiku had 6.9 million votes. Wike had 6.1 million votes. Tinubu had 8.7 million votes. If Atiku and Obi were together, if you add that votes together, that is about 13 million votes. They've defeated Tinubu already.
Yeah.
But one way or the other, greed did not make. Now both Atiku and the Obi did not win the election.
Everybody.
You fight so that and your enemy will just have their ways. Now you're already in ADC. The first thing you are thinking about is APC cannot. What if you are the instrument APC is using?
Now I'll say this.
Or the tools.
Or whether instrument, at least they use something. It has always been like that from time immemorial, where the Republicans will knock off Democrats.
Yeah.
It happens in, as far as a
Politics.
democratically elected, a sovereign country
Yeah.
that runs democracy or that practices democracy. When APC were on the verge of taking over power, they deployed different strategies and propaganda just to knock off and unsettle the PDP. They successfully did it, and today they are in power. It's so unfortunate that having gotten power, they went further to destabilize the PDP more, and the APC have successfully lynched, in political context now, the PDP. Now it will continue like that, and that's what we call opposition. If the ADC were the ones in power, the APC would have done same. But you see, the idea of the ADC wants to select or anoint a candidate for the APC wants to anoint a candidate or select a candidate.
ADC. How?
Are you trying to tell me the Turaki of Adamawa? Because Fitiri said there's nothing like Turaki anymore. But leave that in. Is he invariably saying that there are some saboteurs in the ADC that he's smelling? Let me use the word of Jose Mourinho. The 3 rats that wants to send a coach away. Is this smelling or sensing that there are some people that are trying to cause unrest in the ADC and hence stopping them, disorganizing the party ahead of the general election? Now, if you sense things like that, as someone who has been in government, who has been in politics, now vastly experienced enough to understand how to meander and maneuver your way, I think those are the things Elijah Atiku Abubakar should be deploying. Be a silent doer. It's not everything you come out to respond to. He needs to understand that you don't respond to everything. It's not all your critics that you must reply. Now, there are ways you go about ensuring that you silence your critics without even speaking. What happens to doing things secretly? Okay, let's even do some of these things internally and let's not allow the media get to know about it. It's not our right to know everything that they do.
Yeah.
They are not in government. It's once you come into government that we deserve every information that we think that the general public must be aware of.
That's why there's a PR.
You understand? So leave all this PR, leave all of this abuse in the copy. You understand? Now, you see everybody that understand how to relate to the public. Leave all those people. So what I'm invariably saying is this: you can do secret things and come out with a tangible result. Instead of coming out to always say the APC are this. You were there. You joined them in planning against the downfall of the PDP when you joined the APC.
Yes,
So you know all of these things and how they play out. Now you're coming to cry like a baby. To me, it's a total waste of time and energy. Devote all this time to doing something meaningful that might in quotes now possibly take over power from the APC.
The truth about this thing, people should be careful how you alert your enemies. Maybe they've never even thought of even destabilizing the ADC
before.
And now okay, so we can send our mercenaries, offer somebody something good there, and they'll start wahala. So I think other parties too should learn to, before they swear the person in, that when there is a unnecessary arguments like this, they can expunge somebody out of their midst. They should tighten their constitution within the party so that they will guard themselves properly. Like this thing happening in PDP, if their constitution is strong enough to say if there is a fraction You understand? If 80% of the party members support a particular faction, that is the faction that will fly. I don't think INEC will be having problem deciding who are they going to recognize.
They are even giving INEC more problem.
And that's what I'm saying. So they need to tighten their constitution, because if there's a problem like this faction, if they have more people on a particular side, according to their constitution, that is the path that will carry the
And let me even add to you, sorry, less than 30 seconds.
No.
They need to understand that the current ruling party controls, as it stands right now, the judiciary. Take it or leave it.
See, that's why I
Now,
keep doing because you can't say
this, sorry,
judiciary.
hold on. You
It's
take
an
this matter to
independent
court.
arm.
You take this matter to court. He who calls the piper dictates the tune. It is how we practice. You may not be part of them, Barrister Ping. I am saying this on national TV now. Every of our sector, the executive, the legislative, and the judiciary, have been bought over.
No, I want you to understand something. It's a different thing if
the
arm is meshed, but this is a separate arm. But my only worry, let me tell you, my only open worry that I have said it before, even in our MBA, is this continuous building of houses by government, because there's supposed to be a package from the National Judicial Council of what to give to judges, right? Building of houses for judges, giving them
By who?
by the government.
And that's why I said
That
he
is
who
my
calls
worry.
the piper dictates
No, that is
the
my
tune.
worry, because that is
It
the
is
work
a worry
of the
because
Judicial Council.
I understand.
They have
Barrister Ping.
packages for all
We
these
are
things
on
already.
the same page, but you must understand what I have said, and I'm not agree for you this morning.
And that one, a pilot.
I don't agree. No, pilot.
Because they are
It is
of
national
different.
thing.
No, because they are of
See,
different arms of government.
And that's why I said. That's why I said.
Sorry.
No, sorry. That's why I said. See, you might be a barrister, but you would agree with me that even in this same what's it called now, arm of government, there are people that have been compromised, because ordinarily, why should the president or the ruling party appoint the Attorney General of the Federation and Chief Justice of Nigeria?
Which is supposed to go through the NUG.
So how do you juxtapose all of this? And you think that you want to take the same matter, your whole party matter, to that same court that is controlled?
Yeah, because that is wrong. The NGC, the National Judicial Council, are the ones. In short, there's a booklet. I'm no more seeing that booklet. Back in the days, they send us booklets, and that booklet, either for free or you buy it, you will see the lineup of judges that are supposed to take a particular position.
Now,
even if it's in Supreme Court,
yes,
even you will even know your level.
Definitely.
But you'll be shocked and surprised that you'll be in the same office. They'll pick up. I know somebody that they picked up as a high court judge
And moved to
another level.
So,
what I'm seeing the mediations.
So now you understand what I'm saying, because for example now Atiku Abubakar takes his case to a high court. No matter how influential he is, the presidency controls it. If president calls, I'm just making an analogy now, calls Kekereekun and says, who is that judge that is there? Take that person away. You go. There's nothing you want to do.
Is it because her name is Kekereekun? That's why it did not put Justice Kekereekun.
Okay, Justice
At
Kekereekun.
form of respect,
Apologies, please.
sprinkle the Maggi. It's
Come on.
important.
Make the soup sweet well.
You understand? So this is where we found ourselves as a people. So there are some things you can't fight. It's a function of a decay in the system.
Well, if we come to talk about that in particular, well, I still believe that there are still some people that will be appointed by government, and they will prove to government that they are people of integrity.
Definitely.
They will deliver very well. Yeah, so I'm not going to generalize. At the same time, if you're still talking about this, to me, it is even wrong for president to appoint the Chief Justice of Nigeria, and yet you think that person that was appointed, because the person that appointed you can equally still get you sacked anyways. And if you now start talking about the DSS, the EFCC, the Nigerian Police Force, I still don't feel like it's the president who is supposed to appoint the IG of police.
And that's where you have the police, what's it, PCRC?
Yes, I still don't feel,
Because it's
you
position,
you have
the
DIG that have worked well. They can go for examination. That will know that, okay, after so many, they have track records.
Sure.
Right? Check the EFCC. They also have track record. Who is that person that does not care who you are? They will on torchlight and look at your face, Oga Park, and they will check you. Oga this and this and this and this. This is the same Oga of EFCC, Olukoyede Abi, that said if he did not get Yaya Bello arrested, is going to resign. The same person has come out to say the law has not proven Yahya Bello guilty, so he's free. So you won't know what this.
So where are all the evidences of allegation that he expended Kogi's taxpayers' money on his children's school fees?
Exactly. So
when,
this is
when
media trials. These are media trials.
Weeks, he went to plan how he's going to sort himself.
Exactly.
All of us we know. Because if he had come out at that time, you declare a former state governor, immediate former state governor wanted. He was still in the same country and you did not find him. But you know how to boss Yahoo boys over the night, fish them out, embarrass them, put their faces outside, seize their cars, auction it out. But the people who are stealing, whereby their style of stealing is killing not just the people, it's killing the nation. You find it difficult to bring them to justice. The injustice you are running for will come back to come and eat you very, very hard. So if we talk about some places, see, if we have a president in this country that said, see, I am just saying, but because of the fear that if the president did not appoint such justice of the federation, did not appoint EFCC chairman, did not appoint ICPC chairman, and just let's leave it to the, to the commission for them to select. What is the probability that the person they will select is not even somebody who does not want you to be president from the onside, who was quietly working against you? Because no matter how much you said, oh, we cannot vote, we don't have the right to support somebody openly, but you have the right to have internal person, to support somebody inside of you. You will tell your children, when they had won the election in Osun State one time and Oyinlola was going to vote for the APC, Omishore was in the PDP, and Oyinlola wife voted and raised that, see everybody, me, I voted for PDP. When Oyinlola voted, he wrapped it. You will think it was shawarma. He wrapped it and he went to put. So it was obvious he did not support that candidate. So sometimes the government is scared that if I leave this thing open for a technocrat to come in or a non-partisan person, he can still abhor evil. So let me bring somebody that I know that if you misbehave, who can control you, who can send you out. And if we continue to do that, the country is definitely not growing. So coming back to Atiku, kind of scared of the APC. I think Barrister Pinky were the one who said you can do something in secret and and then come out. Nobody sees you when you are suffering, no matter how much you try. People don't know when you are hustling, when you were using leg to walk up and down. The moment you drive a car, they will notice you. The moment the success comes, they will start investigating the source of your wealth. Nobody investigates source of poverty
at all.
They will only advise you.
It's only when they want to insult you.
Yes.
They will say,
they will remind you
living in that jungle before.
Yes, and that is insult. That is not like why is this guy not rich? Let's investigate him. Why is he poor? Okay, what are you doing? Nobody does that. They don't have time. But the moment you are successful, you are rich, people want to know, what does she do safe? Every time she's always changing cars. Every time he's always spending. He's a Yahoo boy, he's a thief, he's a that. It's because you are successful. So it will be done. So Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, I think it is high time where you need to at least adopt Tinubu style. It doesn't just come. The last time they said it was AI, he used to post his picture. And that was political propaganda. What AI cannot do in this, in short, AI is even upgrading to another thing now. Now you can snap a picture, bring another woman picture, and then AI will make you guys to be kissing. And they can send it to your family. And they will tell you, and before they will believe it's AI, a lot of voices outside now, they will tell you it's AI. It will bring your exact voice. They will make it. And they'll say, so in 2027 election, you have to be careful. It's not every news. As long as those news is not coming on national television like this and you're watching a live program, it's not on a verified newspaper. You are not hearing from radio station. Then you should be careful. If you are believing Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, even YouTube, it might be beginning of your failure or downfall. because there are many things that are not real in that place. It's as bad as people who don't know the meaning of feminism, who don't understand feminism is to actually protect the right of human, and now they are making it a gender war.
It's not supposed to be a gender war.
It's not supposed to. Some of them now that say they don't want a man in their life are now getting pregnancy. I highlighted who got this lady pregnant. How does she get pregnant?
What are you saying?
Toke Makinwa was giving birth.
Was Mary pregnant for Joseph? So that is what
the Holy Spirit.
That's what I'm telling you.
That one we ask the Holy Spirit.
So the problem with this feminism is not about attacking other or the opposite sex. It's knowing yourself and your rights and where it begins and where it stops. That is all.
Yes, actually, knowing your rights. Somebody like me, I don't believe in gender equality.
You go to a house and be telling your husband,
gender equity.
do you know it is my house? Yes, some women do that. Let me tell you. Some people do that.
Well, because the tradition says
it's the man that we buy.
It's the woman that we
So
own.
what people don't understand is that sometimes you just need to close your mouth, even if you did it for your husband. So I know somebody that the husband used small, that small winch chair they usually use it back then in the kitchen.
Okay.
That all this carpenter
used
call it to hit the wife's head, because this woman works in a very, popular MPA or something like that. She built the mansion and everything, and you've not said 5. The woman will be telling everybody, it's my house. And the man got upset because when I knew this woman, if you were nobody, I bought it from the village. Right? So the truth is that even if you are doing that thing, you need to learn to close your mouth. Let people see that united front. Even if you tell them for bedroom, be careful now if you send you out. It might be a joke. But you can't be telling people, everybody, I own the house.
No,
I put him under my armpit. You have to be very careful, because that's what a lot of people think that feminism is all about. No, it means it's not compulsory the man have to pay all the bills. You can also step in and take care of some certain things.
I wish people will understand this, that you can also step in. The Bible did not say I will create for you a biller. It said I will create for you a helper.
A helper.
We are supposed to be a helper to ourselves.
Especially when you know that person does not have the strength or the capability the way you met him.
Well, I think that is why men should be very much responsible, so that the day you cannot do it, your wife will understand that you would have done it.
Exactly.
You understand you don't have. Like when you have, there are some wives that when their husband have money, they know. So they know when to bill you. When you don't have, they know. They will even be helping you in prayers. That don't worry, God will do it. That's because you've shown enough, to be transparent to your wife. But I'm not having that human angle kind of conversation this morning. Let's go to Venezuela and have conversation.
Have a vacation day.
Yeah, my
vacation of Venezuela. You don't know.
We can go to vacation there. Barrister Pink is an international person now, so she will know more about Venezuela. The United States President Donald Trump has announced that the interim authorities in Venezuela will transfer between 30 million and 50 million barrels of high-quality sanctioned oil to the United States in a move. He said it will benefit people in both countries. In a post on the social media, sanctioned oil. So one of the sanctions they are giving to Nicolas Maduro is that they will get some certain oil.
That's from 50 million.
From 30 to 50 million barrel of high quality. I don't know how many, is it per month or per year? Or
they say barrels, so
yes.
It might be monthly.
It could be monthly.
People consume.
Depending on how much.
Okay. In a post on social media, through Trump wrote, I am pleased to announce that the interim authority in Venezuela will be turning over between 30 to 50 million barrels of high quality sanctioned oil to the United States of America. This oil will be sold at the market price, and that money will control by me as President of the United States of America to ensure it is used to benefit the people of Venezuela. And already I feel like United States have just stolen the sovereignty state of Venezuela.
Definitely.
Why is it controlled by me to ensure that the people of Venezuela and the United States, are benefiting from it? Even the by me to me is an authoritative language.
It means I am in charge.
It will be controlled by the United States instead of saying by me. So
he's the world leader.
I'm sure Donald Trump is not prepared for what is coming next.
I know.
I just keep having it.
If he steps down, that's when you understand the aftermath.
He's not prepared for what is coming next. According to Trump, the oil will be sold at its market price, and the proceeds from those sales will be under his control as a president. He said the funds will be used to benefit citizens in both Venezuela and the United States. Planned without delay, with the oil transported on storage ship to unloading docks in the United States. The announcement follows diplomatic and political development in Venezuela.
See, it's all shades of wrong. I think at this point in time, Antonio Guterres and the United Nations need to step up in fighting against what I call dictatorship on Venezuela. Now, the first allegation was drug related. Now it has now metamorphosed to something else.
No, it's cocaine.
It's, of course, now that's now it has now metamorphosed into something else. I think reality is beginning to dawn on the people of Venezuela that what they initially thought was the reason why Maduro was captured is not what they are seeing right now. Now, when you sell your best friend to your enemy for peanuts, you rest assured that someone also will sell you out.
Yeah.
And that's what Libya till today are facing. And if care is not taken, this suffering will continue long because they sold their savior, no disrespect now, I mean in their country, to the hands of the Americans. Until date, they are still wallowing in abject poverty as a result of that decision they took some time ago. Now, what's it called now? The comedian. That was a comedian? No, she's a comedian. I think she's an entertainer that was supposed to take over. Trump said she's not qualified. See, I think the world needs to stand up for Venezuela. The world needs to stand up for Venezuela. And I'm quite surprised that Antonio Guterres has not said a word. That the headquarters of the United Nations is in the US does not mean that things that are done wrong should not be treated or tackled. The international community is watching. Like I said yesterday or some time ago, before America became the world powerhouse, it was the UK. After the UK, it moved to America. And gradually, China are becoming the world powerhouse, not even the Americans anymore, because majority of what the Americans consume are produced by China. So why is Trump making it look like he controls the resources of the world? And I have said it and I will repeat it time and over again. The world's over-reliance on oil is why we are where we are as a people. And it's quite unfortunate. Well, I don't know, until the world leaders converge and put an end to this inhuman dictatorship by Mr. Trump. I think only then and then we'll say, yes, we are ready as a continent, or as a people of the world. Not even as a continent, as a people of the world. Because North Korea, Japan, just imagine China saying they want to take over Taiwan. Just imagine China saying they want to take over Taiwan. They have all the powers to do so.
Funny enough, Taiwan was originally the China before they became independent.
You understand? Look at Hong Kong. These are countries that ordinarily China just needs to close their eyes and snap their fingers, and they are there. But there's sovereignty in all of these countries, for crying out loud. And Donald Trump needs to understand that. What's happening to the international labor law? Sorry, the international law, I beg your pardon, not even labor law. The international laws, is it being followed true and true? I think the world needs to call Donald Trump to order.
That you entered somebody's country
and captured a sitting president.
The truth is that a bully is a bully. I hope you understand. And this thing brings us to the fact that other United States presidents, they know the extent they can go. But we did not understand that they've gathered so much power that they can move to this extent of capturing another president from their own country. So now everybody should sit up. What are you signing? All those is and was and as. You have to try to, look into it very well. Don't be in a hurry to sign. Because this thing now, you'll be shocked and surprised that there's one document Donald Trump is hiding somewhere. By the time they start their wala, you say, but the man signed here now. You understand? But I don't think he will start this thing knowing that it's just for 4 years. And he might be in the position of Maduro if he does not take time when he steps down. So I'm sure there's a document somewhere. We all have to be careful in this world. What are we signing? We should not panic, because a bully might just come with this one and give you one out of fear. You are not reading. You feel that it's for my good, right? And you sign. Please, we should be careful what we are signing now, because even that bomb they threw, and Nigeria is claiming afterward that they are aware of it. I can tell you for free, Nigeria was not aware of that bomb. We only discussed with them, but they didn't know when the bomb will be thrown into Sokoto. So the truth about this whole thing, everybody should be watchful, especially countries, because the likes of Puerto Rico and every other South American
he said Greenland is the next now.
That's what I'm telling you. Even Cuba, president is saying that I know I'm the next person.
Colombia.
Even Colombia too. Cuba, Colombia, all of them, they started speaking. So the truth is that, can he also propose to them that, do you want to be part of the United States, a state which most of them have been clamoring for, especially Puerto Rico? I hope you understand.
That they want to be part of the
United States, a state to pick up a star there, instead of them being under the dictators and all. So you can propose. Because when they said it to Canada, Canada was like, no, because Canada has been an independent state even before they even gained independence. So why are we going to succumb to you? Because Canada is very, very large. That's why they need people, and it's only a very cold country, but they need people to warm it up. But all those people that are clamoring for you.
Are you still in Nigeria? Let's move on. Canada is looking for you. Are you still in Nigeria?
Okay, so I'll just take the last.
Where for go practice in barrister?
No, I have to start from this class.
I'll just take this popular story between Senator Abe of Rivers State, Fubara, and Wike. You can't claim to love Tinubu while fighting Wike. Abe tells Fubara. So I'll just take a little story. The former senator representing Rivers Southeast, Magnus Abe, has said no one can genuinely claim loyalty to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu while engaging in a political fight against the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike. Abe made the remark while thanking President Tinubu for his new appointment. And guess what the appointment is? Chairman of the Nigerian Upstream Petroleum Regulatory Commission. Is that where Farouk was?
Yeah. So there's the downstream too. There's
the
the mainstream and downstream.
Yeah.
So the upstream are the
upstream is where Farouk was. Okay. A statement widely interpreted as a direct message to Rivers State Governor Siminalayi Fubara amid ongoing political rift with Wike. In a statement posted on Facebook page on Tuesday, Abe described Tinubu as a leader who rewards loyalty and promotes competence, declaring his unwavering support to the president while also acknowledging Wike for his support. In a pointed reference to Rivers' political crisis, Abe praised Wike's role in delivering electoral support for Tinubu and warned against ingratitude towards FCT minister. Let me also thank the 001 of the Tinubu political family in Rivers State, FCT minister, the man who did what no other politician has ever been able to achieve, deliver Rivers State for Tinubu and the APC in the most difficult election in the history of Nigerian politics. No one can claim to love president and to be ungrateful to Mr. Project. Well, I'll just put a pause to that.
Well, am I surprised? No.
And I checked it from one angle. Looks like naturally Fubara was a loyalist to Wike right from the onset because he was the accountant general at a point. And something just happened. And that's why they say in politics there's no permanent friend, no permanent enemy. But do you want somebody to be loyal to you forever? I mean, it's up to that person. I feel like the same thing Tinubu achieved in Lagos, and up to date they say Tinubu and Lagos is what Wike is trying to do. Adams Oshiomhole tried it in Edo State. He was not just knocked out, he was bashed out. I mean, eventually he came back, he became a senator, but they did not give him that chance to control Edo State. And if you test the popularity of Fubara and Wike, I am not happy. I feel like in the little we have seen, if they asked Fubara and Wike to contest for governor today, I feel like Fubara will lose the election.
They'll be shocked and surprised. Some people don't like troublemakers.
No, I mean, I'm just saying to what I have gathered, because being a governor and then almost 95% of the people in the House of Assembly are loyal to Wike himself is like a problem first for you. Even now that they are in the same political party.
And that's the problem where
you
handpick people for positions. Those people at the State House of Assembly, yes, they went through election, but
their forms, he bought almost all their forms.
That's what I was talking about. So he handpicked all of them. So if they know that if they stay true and loyal to Wike, there are still opportunities that await them in the future. You get. Now, that's subject to their principals' relevance in the political space. If today we can stop being relevant in politics, all of them will move to the next available person.
Yeah.
That's why, like you said, I agree in totality that they can't ever be a permanent friend in politics. See, if you want to play the role of godfatherism or of a godfather, there are ways to go about it. On set yesterday, myself and Abiola Ismail had a tense argument, and which was, it's very simple. When Tinubu nominated some persons to be in government with what's it called now, the late former president, he said it point blank that he didn't benefit anything from any of them. The governors he has had, he only played an advisory role to some of these people and never did it exact. So there are, even if you have to do it, there are strategical ways of doing some of these things. You don't come out full blood and say you want to be a dictator in a state. You know, and that's where yes, for everything sometimes he does, I agree, but the way and manner he goes about them are the ways I don't like. It's very simple. Now Magnus Abe, I understand, he is there now, he is where money is now, so he will speak that way. Before now, I am sure he never spoke in that manner.
The election he defected.
So what are we talking about?
Wike's legacy, and you know, after I'm
talking about this whole praise, exaltation and panegyrics is given to Wike now because he has gotten a position. So
and I'm sure that position Wike was part of the influence.
It could be.
No, it is, because he said it in his message.
So what are we talking about? So you understand where the whole praises and encomium is coming, the angle is coming from. So you can't fault him.
That's why I'm saying if they go on election now and they are still going by this Nigerian style of election, good people don't win election in Nigeria.
Definitely. Let's leave it like that.
We cannot leave it like that. That is why Nigeria is still where it is.
Okay.
You are checking time. Is it that you don't want to talk about the good people? I'm not saying the old politicians or the old people representing the people now are bad people.
I have always balanced it.
Because now Yaya Bello want to go and contest for senator in Kogi Central. When you have a case, you are so. I mean, what happened to our constitution that says you must be clean?
And do you know the funniest thing?
Clear you don't have a pending case, criminal case.
Yes, do you know the want to contest.
Do you know the funniest thing? Federal government have now withdrawn all cases against Natasha.
Yeah.
No, you know it was because of Gospel Akpabi.
That's what
he's a
federal to a sermon.
He listened to a sermon,
and
it was that judge.
That strategy to push Natasha over the end of the plot. So
okay, maybe they already told the man of God that preach this way. After the preaching,
you know, sometimes like this, you don't even know what Akpabi experienced. I hope you understand. That made him had that 360. It's not that maybe there might not be a strategy. Let us
that's what I'm saying.
Let us judge it too.
It might just happen.
It might be a strategy, but sometimes like this, I will not lie to you. Somebody was owing me money for a long time. I won't swear for the person's generation, but there was a day actually when our Reverend Father just said, sometimes just let it go, right? Guess what? Somebody the next week gave me double of that money.
After I don't swear for the person.
Not the person. Okay. Somebody else just gave me like small business and I got double of that money.
So sometimes you need to be
But
calm
you
and
forgiving
patient.
that person.
Now that forgiveness, who your umbrella.
Okay, let's go.
Because when I just see the person's post on social media,
You
my
go
mind
to
go
it.
there. Now that remember the forgiveness. So I want umbrella.
Forgiveness is intentional anyways. There are some things that I say to myself and I remind myself every time, and not because I just want to say it for fun. You just remind yourself because you don't want to do it or you want to do it. So it's just self-awareness. Anyways, time fast spent, nice program, wonderful conversation with great people. I mean, we've had so many conversations. Atiku Abubakar, if you listen to us today or somebody in the ADC can see what we are discussing about APC, you will realize that you don't have to start targeting your enemies when you don't even know the strategy or battle they want to. Instead, just be prepared, stand at alert. Well, however it comes, I mean, you already wore a bulletproof, but instead you are letting them know you are scared of them. We have to leave the set this morning. We'll come back tomorrow by 8 o'clock to continue Bomber Breakfast. So as we stand out, I'll be starting from Stanley Poikao.
Why me? Why me? Oh, why me? But it is what it is. Thank you. Thank you so very much, on Lagos, Nigeria. But quickly, before I leave, first, happy birthday to the PCRC Body Thomas Surrey Division Ambassador Samuel Olaolu Akitoye. Long life and more prosperous years and good. And interestingly, I was told that he's now the head of Aviation of International Association of World Peace Advocates. So please go and advocate peace for Nigeria. Go and advocate peace for the world. If possible, go to Venezuela. Go to Venezuela and advocate peace. We need peace in that country.
And Israel.
Happy birthday to you once again.
That place.
Ukraine, all those
No,
Russia.
in Ukraine, Hamas, and whatever. So please, Ambassador Akintoye, please, we need peace in Nigeria. We need peace in Nigeria. So from all of us, we say long life, more prosperous years, and good health.
Happy birthday.
This year's celebration would not be your last. I'm sure
Amen.
Barrister Big would want to ask you where is the party, but don't worry. You know they miss jollof rice, but it is what it is. Thank you so very much, and of course we love you so much.
Thank you.
Before usually I don't like saying anything, but I want to advise people. Remember, Jesus had 12 disciples. When he was accusing, he called Peter, right? But when he did not call Judas, he said, "Woe betide the Son of Man." So at Atiku, I want you to relax because we are trying to create Judas when there is none. I am Barrister Pink Egbe. Bye for now.
Well, thank you very much, Stanley Poikao. Thank you very